Assalamu alaikum students. Lastly, we have read about the differentiation of trigonometric function, and the function we was having that was sine of x. Now today we will take the function cosine of x, or what we call as cos of x. So we can proceed like this: let y equals to cos of x. So this equation first, and then we are having the steps giving by ab initio we are solving giving small incre increments on both sides. Once we are having small increments on both sides, what will become as y plus delta y equals to cos of x plus delta x, or which implies we can calculate like this: delta y equals to cos of x plus delta x minus y, equals to cos of x plus delta x minus, instead of y we will have cos of x. So the delta y comes out to be cos, let this be a and let this be d. We have to use a formula using formula what, cos a minus cos b, that equals minus twice sine of a plus b by 2 into sine of a minus b by 2. Delta y equals to, now using formula, minus 2 into cos a, now this a is whole is x plus delta x a and x b, it equals minus twice sine of a, instead of a will put x plus delta x plus x whole divided by 2, and this will be sine of, it will be x plus delta x minus x by 2. So if we are going to solve it out, it will be minus twice sine of, this is x, this is x, it will be 2x plus delta x whole divided by 2 into sine of this x, and this x leaves, it will be delta x by 2. So now after it we will solve more a bit, be minus twice sine of this 2, it will become as, see it out, x plus delta x by 2 into sine of delta x by 2. This 2 was divided to 2x also, this 2 was divided to delta x also. So once I divided 2x by 2, it will become as x. Once I divided delta x by 2, it will become as delta x by 2. So now after dividing both sides by delta x, what will become as delta y over delta x equals to minus twice sine of a plus b into sine of delta x by 2 whole divided by delta x. Actually this delta x is divided to whole term, but as the numerator sine x plus delta x by 2, this is multiplied by, this is multiplication of sine of delta x by 2. So once the two terms in the numerator and multiplication, I can divide any of the term. If I have to divide with some number, I can divide with any of the term, either here or here. So now what we'll do in the next step, we'll put it like this: the same procedure as in case of the, it was in the in case of sine x, minus twice sine of, it will be x plus delta x by 2 into, I will put it like this, sine of delta x by 2, then it is delta x, it is by 2 into 2. So 2 and 2 leaves, this whole term becomes once again. But now this 2 and 2 is going to leave, and what will we get after it? We will put it like this. Since increments are small, so take limits on both sides. Since increments are small, so take limits on both sides. Limits on both sides. It will be limit of delta x tending to 0, del y by del x equals to limit of delta x tending to 0 minus sine of x plus delta x by 2 into sine of del x by 2 over del x by 2. So on solving, this will become a dy by dx, as we know. Now we are through differentiation for so many lectures. Now we'll give separately this very limit. It will be limit of delta x tends to 0 minus sine of x plus delta x by 2 into limit of delta x tends to 0 sine of del x by 2 whole divided by delta x by 2. So if we take if we solve this term will become as 1, as in case of the sine x. This is same here. This will be the one term, and this will be dy by dx equals to how much? It will be minus sine of x plus 0, because delta x at 0 by 2, that is simply 0, which implies simply dy by dx is equal to minus sine x, or what I mean to say, d by dx of, instead of y we were having cos x, we will get what? Minus sine x. This is the differentiation of what? Cosine of x. So the differentiation of cos of x equals to what? Minus sine of x. This is all for today. Tomorrow will be with many more questions related to it. Till then, Allah Hafiz.